So we're behind the pond right now. I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen a squirrel. It was a little cold this morning. I was trying to go out to do some work this morning outside the house, but let me change hands for a second. Okay, just want to change hands, but I was getting tired from holding the bow. I hear a squirrel. All right, let's keep walking around, see anything. Okay, here's a couple more fresh bucks scrapes on the ground. It's a big one right here. It's a big one. Saw a big buck coming through here. He's claiming this area as his own. That's good. If he'll be here when I'm here, gun season. Okay, here's another rub on the ground. You see the footprints in the mud right over a tree limb. See where you kind of hit this a little. Well, I don't know. It looks old, but I mean the rubs look old, but it looks like some of these limbs are broke freshly. But that might have been him, or might have been broke from something else. Some nice pine trees over here. I like that area to hunt in there. There's another small rub on the ground under the tree again, in the bush. They'll do it on these overhanging limbs. They'll make that scrape. Got these overhanging limbs. Just walking fast, not really hunting. Just taking a stroll, looking around, acting like I'm hunting, looking for signs. Trying not to put too much scent out here. I don't want to disturb them too much. I want to get them comfortable coming through here, feeling like it's safe over here. This buck is familiar with the area. Okay, some some scat. Looks like it could be fox. Fox scat. I don't think it's coyote. It could be coyote too, but it could be I think it's a fox. I seen a nice big size gray fox on the trail cam. All right, let's keep moving. These trees look beautiful. The colors of the trees look beautiful, man. This is the last time before they start to really fall out. These trees look beautiful, right? The foliage looks great with this orange and yellow and green with the evergreen trees. It's very pretty. You hear another scrape on the ground. Overhanging limb. It's a nice area over here. I like this area. Sometimes I sit up in here. It's a nice area where they sneak through. Last year I was sitting over here, right behind this fallen tree here. I heard a deer come over this hill, right over this hill right here. And I heard some shooting over there. And then this was last year, gun season. I heard some shooting, and then deer came. I heard something come panting, sound like a dog panting. And it sounded like it was too loud to be the panting was too loud that I thought it was to be a deer, but it was a deer. He came on this hill, and it was a doe, and I was sitting right behind this dead pine tree laying down, and he came down. He came to the road, but he went this way. He went the opposite way, so I didn't get a chance. But he was, trying to get out of Dodge. No doubt that shooting caused him to take off, and maybe he was the one they were shooting at. I haven't seen any deers out, man. I mean, I haven't really seen any deers. I mean, I know they're out here, and there's a lot of deer out here. But for some reason, I haven't seen. I mean, I know the reason I haven't really been out here. If I was out here all day, and not for just a half-hour walk, it would be a different story. But I know just walking for a half hour, you're not going to see much. Especially in jeans and sneakers. But it's another small scrape. Overhanging limb. I just haven't seen a whole lot of deer. Looks like an old scrape over this pine tree. Okay, there's another big scrape. Overhanging limb. It's a good deer sign, good buck sign. Could be more than one buck, it could be a few bucks, it could be chipmunk. Or red squirrel, I mean them say, really is a red squirrel. But sometimes you gotta listen for those those chatterings. Right? Sometimes you hear a squirrel, a gray squirrel, a red squirrel chatter. Something it's sometimes it doesn't have to be you. It could be something else walking, something else moving, like a deer. So sometimes when I in the woods or I'm up in a tree stand and I listen to things like that, I pay attention. I get alert because it could be channeling for something other than me, and you gotta take advantage of everything you hear, everything you smell, everything you see out in the woods. Deer like to bed down up on top of this hill. I have passed here quite a few times and spooked deer from bedding down on top of this hill. The sun shines on this side of the hill, and they love to lay up there and get the sun rays, especially in the wintertime, because the sun is shining on that side of the hill. Somebody shot something that sounded like could be a rifle. I don't know if somebody's practicing sighting in or whatever. But it could be beast hunting, but it sounded like a rifle to me, but it could be a shotgun. Okay, here's another strip. Over here in your branches. That's an old one. I seen that one the other day. It hasn't been freshened up. That's an old one. That's not a new one. Here's another small one. Hasn't been really been worked, but it's great. Okay, we on Sam's property, and Sam's my neighbor. He's my only neighbor, and we have this shared road coming in. Sam and Cindy are great people. And this is part of his property. He hunts too. He has some tree stands up over there in the back. Okay, there's one more scrape I want to show you. This is sometimes I stand over here and this is a big scrape right over here. Those little apple trees over here. That's a nice size scrape. You see the tracks in the scrape. It's not a big buck, but it's a buck. Overhanging branches. And usually sometimes when I bow hunt, I sit right here by this pine tree. And hang my bow up on those little branches sticking out. Yeah, I just sit when I'm over here on a pine tree looking at these apple trees. Well, I haven't seen anything. Just walking around, so getting ready to walk up the road and head back down the main road to the house. So got about 28 minutes of time. See you later. Good hunting.